Hello, it's Joe. Happy Thursday, everybody. Jersey, what's up? Oh, we got a pretty slick-looking goose dancing over there. Arugula. I enjoy arugula. It took one fancy breakfast for me to be like, oh no, this totally makes sense for a breakfast dish. Well, not like the main dish, but it came with eggs, and then hash browns, and then some tossed arugula, and this like vinaigrette, nice loveliness. Big fan. Big fan. For Team Kia, welcome. Philip with 2 P's, yes, I'll never forget that now. Olaf, Scotty, Com.B, welcome. Thank you everyone for understanding. When I took stream off for Tuesday, I've written out kind of a tentative new schedule for myself on how to divide up the week, like outside of when I'm obviously live here on Twitch. Kamira, welcome. How is Aerith's theme going, by the way? I did a full transcription yesterday of Tifa's theme because I promised Stan to say thank you for his generosity through donos and gift subs that I would learn in duet form. And I can't stop myself learning 2 parts of a song. I have to learn the whole thing. So I did that. Eventually Aerith's theme is coming, don't you worry. And of course, please let me know if there's something I can play for you. Haunted Draven, welcome. It's good to see you. How are you? But yes, getting back to this kind of new way I'm dividing up my week. Well, first I want to actually stay up to date with chat. Bit rough, still haven't finished. Finalized the transcription, accompaniment transcription for my teacher to play. Again, like I really mean it, Kamira. Please feel free to message me. I know I'm obviously horrendously forgetful in every regard, but you've been so lovely that I would love to get to help you, especially if it's to do something that I wanted to do and had to like figure out how to make it happen. No, for real, don't worry about it. Like honestly, when it comes to people communicating with me through the years of me streaming, I would say like 98% has been not only okay, but something I've really sincerely enjoyed. As it is with everything, you know, like it only takes one, oh God, what's the expression? I always screw these up. It only takes one bad egg. Is it egg? I think that's it. Oh my God, these nicknames for each other. I'm dying. I love it. I'm not dying. I'm in good health. I hope, knock on wood. Did Joe become a washboard influencer yet? No. One bad apple. Damn it! Then what's the expression with an egg? Is there? There has to be. I keep saying that I should start documenting these. I'm gonna start now. Alright, Google Doc. I feel like, oh, a rotten egg, that's probably it. Yeah. Oh, you guys are so smart. Okay, what should I title this? Failed. Oh my god, I want to think of another expression to name this. Is it close but no cigar? Joe-isms. I really hope that's it. But if not, that's funny in itself. Okay. It only takes one bad egg. In parentheses, apple. Duh. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. That's probably it. Damn it. Well, that's close but no cigar is a saying. Yes! To tie it back to what we were talking about, the only reason like I had to start being a little more protective was I literally have only had 2 negative interactions in 7+ years of streaming, which once again comes back to how grateful I am for like this community. Like you guys are all so in your own rights, just like creative and intellectual and polite and empathetic and friendly and welcoming. And I can never say thank you enough for that. Especially when my channel first started to get towards like 50 viewers, I was like, oh no. This might be where all the trolls just start pouring in and breaking down the door and I can't control it anymore. So like you guys are just wonderful. And on that note, I released, as I mentioned, a new video short, and I'm starting to hold myself to a new schedule to, at the beginning, keep myself accountable for a new like minute reel, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, showcasing some loop that I'm working on. And I did my first one showcasing the Polka Center. And after putting it up, like, at first I was like, okay, now the next new thing I need to do is make sure I respond to every comment and like be making sure I'm doing what I can to get the seen by people. And throughout the past few days, I've been reading every single thing, which then led me to read a lot of like the comments on the YouTube VOD channel, my whispers, a variety of things. And I'm a softie, so we're not surprised by this. I was sincerely like brought to tears by like how much sincere, kind, supportive things were put out there. And I felt like it reminded me that, or it gave me the feeling for the first time rather, that the wonderful like gift of support that I get through here on Twitch, which is of course like my main platform, is possible in other places. And I really didn't think that was possible. And I felt like this weight come off my shoulders in a way where I was like, I don't need to be afraid of these other things anymore. And I don't need to worry about like just being like, holding on to how I present myself on these other platforms, which are such like a death grip. But for real, I do have a Google Doc for what it's worth, where I've saved a lot of the comments that and like things that people have sent me, and I read it like once a week, and it reminds me that like I shouldn't give up and I should keep trying. And there was a really beautiful one that I read this past weekend. I won't name names for the sake of privacy, but I was so deeply touched. So like, thank you guys. And I know that the more I work on putting together these short videos, the time it takes me to shoot and edit and arrange everything will become much shorter. And I'm hoping to get to a point where I can, probably do one a week. And I actually think I'm capable of doing it. It will take me some practice, but even the fact that I can acknowledge that is like a huge step for me. Massive, massive. I can tell that I've really, I think, grown up a bit in the past month or two. And I talk pretty openly about most things in my life. There's a couple other things going on at the beginning of the year that were really difficult. And I think just watching myself get through it and conduct myself in an overall healthy manner throughout it was in itself like a huge confidence booster for me. I didn't revolt against my feelings and try and numb them out and like act irresponsibly. And yeah, like I feel like I'm actually starting to kind of trust myself a bit. And you guys are such a major role in that. And one of the messages that I read said something like, I know you probably get a lot of messages like these. And I don't get like a ton. Not trying to make people, you know, bust out their quill and paper right now. That's not what I'm trying to do. But regardless, like each one that I've received, I just hope you know, like really just the impact that makes and how grateful I am for that. So John Stamos, never give up, Joe. Add that to the list. Thank you guys. Hello, Ron. How are you today? Silver, what is that soft? Ooh. What a brand new prime. Oh my gosh, I haven't played a note yet. I might severely disappoint you. I'm gonna try not to, but I hope I can earn that by playing good. Also Miranda with a tier 3. Dude, thank you so much. That is so incredibly generous. For Kamira, Mirando, and our new friend Androcado, please let me know if there's anything from the playlist that I could play for you. I would absolutely love to. No pressure if you are wanting to just sit back and chill. From Brazil, very cool. Brazil, that's Portuguese, right? I wish I could speak other languages. I've just been kind of casually studying Japanese now for almost 2 years. And like, I'm not any good at much. But I have been surprising myself when I watch anime now. Like, I'll get a couple words in a sentence and it feels really good. It's really fun. Portuguese, English, and now Japanese. Oh, no way! Small world. Anything from Final 7 or 9? You're the best, Miranda. 7 or 9? Oh, it's a treasure train approaching. Oh my gosh. Well, before that commences, as you know, if we complete a level 5 hype train, I will share with you my most recent embarrassing Google search, of which there is plentiful. But I will only share such embarrassment if we complete level 5. Thank you very much. Since I was focusing on editing and recording for the past few days, I haven't done a whole lot of violin practice, so I'm gonna start super chill with some Zelda music. And yeah, for Andrew, just in case you didn't know, when the way we do song requests, if you get one, you just have to copy and paste the title and put it in chat. We'll make it happen if you change your mind, would like to hear something. I do want to read what Silver said a little while back, because I read half of it. What is soft about having feelings and not being scared to show it? No, I think that's actually a really good point. You know, I think that there's a lot of different things that we experience growing up. Like, you know, it could be a million things. Something that happened at school, you saw on TV, like family, college. And we all get exposed to a lot of like a just grow up mindset at times, like, which I do think you have to sometimes, but I do think also kind of sharing how you feel is a strength, because sometimes you need to acknowledge it yourself to be able to do something about it. So a lot of my life, I've just from wherever conditioned myself to be like, oh, you're feeling away, bury it, bury it, bury it. And then it would just really make like my inner anxiety go crazy, because I was really locking it hard on the inside. And I feel like only in the past few years I'm starting to learn not only how to recognize that, but also know what the next step is. And there's still, I need to learn some of those steps after that point, but it's closer. And yeah. Cool. So I'm going to start with Kakariko Village. I'm trying to have both of my beverages before this goes flat and this goes cold. Already kind of cold, but it's good. Thank you, green tea. You got lots of bubbles left. I'll prioritize this. I know, it's a weird mix. I'm like, I love having, like, I just like have a variety of drinks. I like coffee, I like my tea, I like my bubbly water. For Ranamal Petrie, welcome. Just getting a couple. Don't want to miss anybody if I can here in the beginning. Elton, I hope everyone's doing well. One glass of water away from being a full beverage goblin. Is this a phrase? Is this something I should know about the beverage goblin? Silver, thank you for gifting a sub to our dear friend in the community, Iocane, who I've had the pleasure of getting to meet and hang out with, and an absolute delight. I just finished some coffee out of my Opryland theme park mug. That doesn't exist anymore, right? Wasn't that like a big thing? Or does it still exist? It used to be where like the hotel is now. Is that right? Cool. Let me get these priority requests. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it. Otherwise, I think I can remember. I saw we had, damn it, I don't know my own commands. All right, we'll work on that. I saw Eunice theme. Kamira wants Tori Goth. And then... Am I missing one? Let me know. For Miranda, thank you as well for the gift subs. That's super, super generous. It's a herp train! The opportunity to figure out what those wild Google searches might be is on the table. Most of you guys know, but for a lot of the Zelda stuff, well, at least like 3. I really love playing over Ty, thank you! Oh, this hype train, oh, now it's beginning. It's begun. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate that, thank you. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you, Ty, for gifting the subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know if I shouted out the name in full yet. We're going to play Juke Remix's rendition of Kakariko Village, which I absolutely love. And then I'll get into our priority requests. Treasure train, baby. Such a rare, beautiful sighting. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Silver, did you do it? Oh my gosh, we're getting close. You guys are like less than 30% away from completing it. Silver for 20, that was so generous. Thank you. Please let me know if if I could play you something, please. Thank you so much. And do not refer to bits. Thank you. Silver might have been the first VIP, I think. Y'all have done it. Thanks to Ty's generosity. Thank you so much for 5 more gifted. Taking advantage of this treasure hype train where we got 35% off if you gift over 5 subs. Or 5 or over. But thank you so much. Don't worry, I will be sharing that shame browser with you. I typically just end till the end of the hype train as to not interrupt hypage. But that gives more people some time to hear about such embarrassing Google searches. In the excitement of what we got going on now with Moo's help, thank you so much. Ooh, 36. We got us exactly 3 years, dude. Thank you. Oh, that's such a, excuse me, heart warmer. Thank you. Please let me know if I can play something for you. Thank you. And Ellie Mara, thanks for the follow. Goodness golly, that hype train. Treasure train, to be specific. Thank you guys so much. Oh my golly. My dang golly. And with that, I have in fact promised you an embarrassing reveal of what I've been Googling when I'm doing anything that's not practicing or this. Let's see here. I put them in here. This one's like a multi-layered one, and I should have ordered them, but this all resolves around a new friend that I have been cohabitating with. Spill the eggs. Are you making fun of my lack of ability to remember phrases? No, that one is spill the beans? Oh, tea. Wait, is it beans though? I feel like that is one. Oh, hell yeah. I feel like spill the tea would be if I was more Gen Z, but I'm too millennial. I'm a spill the beans kind of gal. You know what I mean? Okay. No hate towards Gen Zers. It's more me acknowledging that I don't feel hip and young and cool. That's the fiddle jam I did. Oh, I moved them. Oh, here they are. Okay. Image. Not that one. What? I just saw them! Oh, we saw it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry. I would like to start with... This is where it started. Okay. So, I shared with you guys recently that all my life I've been super afraid of spiders, but since moving to Nashville, I've been exposed to them like a lot, like arguably too much. Because the first place I lived in, which was an attic that I loved, but was an attic, was filled with spiders, brown recluses to be specific. And at the beginning of the year, I got bit by a black widow on my ankle. And after all this happened, I was like, you know, I've kind of faced my worst fear. So I've been allowing a lovely jumping spider that I decided to name Ossiferous, but it auto-corrected me to Orpheus. But the first response was, yes, Orpheus is a fantastic and deeply clever name, thank you, for a house-dwelling jumping spider. It elevates a tiny, hopeful roommate into a dramatic figure of a classical myth. And then I corrected it, and I was like, no. I said Ossiferous, and it was like, oh, my bad. Ossiferous is an incredibly cool, sharp name for a jumping spider. It actually works even better than Orpheus, which I appreciated it saying. Thank you for acknowledging it's an even better name. It works even better if you want a name rooted in real-world biology and high-speed action. And at this point, I was like, wow, now I'm actually starting to get really attached to Ossiferous. So I went even deeper with the research on it. Maybe I'll show them throughout the stream, and this is the first two. The like introduction to the Google deep dive that I did on jumping spiders. So I said Ossiferous, but I don't even know what that means. I just said a bunch of syllables that I thought sounded cool, but it means swift-winged. Wow. Pretty cool. Well, I don't know if Ossiferous is a word, actually, or something. But I thought it was just really funny that when I was like, no, this is what I said, they were like, oh, you're so right, and it's even better than that stupid name we gave your jumping spider. He's doing well, by the way. I haven't seen him today yet. He ventured upstairs, though, which did scare the crap out of me when I went up the stairs, because it was right there. But then I remembered that I'm cool with spiders now, so I just was like, oh, hello. And I learned that when they mate, they put up their front hands and do this. And so now I do this whenever I see him. I'm not asking for mating, to be clear, but I wanted to bond. All right. What should I do next? We have the request for Unistheme as well as Torigoth. At least buy him a drink first. That plays along with something else I learned about jumping spiders. You guys, they apparently, like, basically I'll show you the messages throughout the stream that I was searching. But, I was, like, saying how I was getting really attached to him too quickly, and I was kind of nervous about it. And they were like, that's totally understandable. These jumping spiders are so cool, and Osiferous is really great. And they were like, if you're really concerned about him, you can wet a Q-tip and leave it on the counter, and apparently he can use it to drink water. And I was like, that's so cute. I love that. Or a little bottle cap filled with water. Do you have any advice for new magicians just starting? Well, magician would be a performance, so I know a bit about performance. Elle, what's up? Wait, why is it the worst time? Because we're talking about my new best friend spider. Let's see. My best advice for new magicians just starting. I think the first thing I would say for anyone getting on stage for anything ever, remind yourself that you need to leave spaces of time. So don't be worried about talking straight through it without leaving any pauses. Pauses are important to accentuate your point and build up the mystique of everything. And then, I want to give 2 bits of advice. That's number 1. But yeah, like, I think I'll just kind of stick with that a bit. A performance is essentially a responsibility on the audience's perspective as well, to a degree. So give them a chance to engage with you. And then you can play off that, and it makes it a lot easier. And if no one's, like, paying attention or things like that, then you don't need to worry about impressing them as much. You can kind of practice through a couple things. Maybe some, like, jokes or tricks that you've wanted to try to do, and use that as your testing ground and to see if maybe that might pull people in. Oh yeah, I should put that photo in OBS. I'll do that for my break. I put in the Discord a calendar of a brief tour that I'm doing next month. One of the bands that I play with here in Nashville, actually the main band really at this point, is called Creature Comfort. And I've known these guys, for probably like 10 years now. They're some of my best friends here in Nashville. I love them so much. And we have made a full-length album that will be released soon. And in order to help us get the word out, we decided to go on a run. So I am going to be... This is all in the dates of like July 24th to 29th. Washington, D.C., New York, Cambridge, Massachusetts, so like right outside of Boston, Rochester, New York. I've actually played the Bug Jar before, I think, with a different band, and it was really fun. Chicago, and Appleton, Wisconsin. I will put an overlay here for people to take a look. You're in Rochester? Oh my god! I mean, no pressure, but yeah, if anyone wants to like come out, like I would love to see y'all. Oh, that's so nice! Oh my gosh, we're in L2 with Chicago. Chicago's always been fun. I mean, I would love to go on a Europe tour, but when it comes to like me going on tours as an individual, I don't think I have really what it takes to do that yet. I have to like get a full looping repertoire and start performing here. But I have been thinking about trying to find violin clinics like in different parts of the world and like just go to a violin training program for like 2 weeks in like Germany, and then use that as well to like travel and become a more well-rounded human being. Oh, the Creature Comfort boys will be so excited. But I feel like especially since a lot of you guys have shown such wonderful care to me as an individual, and you don't get to see some of the other people that give me that care, just know that that's definitely Creature Comfort. Jesse and Taylor, like, I've known them the longest, but I love those guys. They've helped me through so many tears and gave me opportunities I didn't think I was ready for, and encouraged me and support me and love me through my mistakes. I really love those guys. They're good people. And I sincerely really like the band. Like, I like the music. I was a fan of the group before I joined, which does have kind of a dark story. It resolved, so I guess not that bad. I tell this story mainly to like tease Jesse, but and don't get all up in your another expression I might mess up. Don't get up in your guns. Oh, someone's doing the yard. Don't get up in your... Up in your beans? It can't be beans. We already have a beans one. Up in your business? But that doesn't apply. Anyway, here is the story of the magical time that I went to see this cool band in Nashville called Creature Comfort that I didn't know years later I would join. So I went to meet friends who were already there. So I'm driving myself, park my car. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go see this band. This is gonna be fun. And I am walking up to the venue. It's one of those venues where here's the front, then there's a long alleyway next to it, and the door is in the back. So there's this long hallway you have to go through. And I'm walking up from my parking spot, and I see someone waver out the side and look at me and like wave her back. Like it just looked like a drunk girl, like trying to leave and might, I don't know, forgot her phone or something, right? And I didn't think much of it, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see this fun show. This is great. And I round the corner, and this girl was waiting, and she grabbed my hair from here, like a full fistful, and bent my head down where I'm looking at her knee. And she's just yelling at me. She's like, you think you're better than me? And I'm like, I don't know who you are. I knew if I struggled, I could potentially have her knee in my face. So I'm just like, I don't know who you are. Wrong person. I hope things get better. And she's just belligerent, like yelling at me. And then I see a guy walk over. And at that point, I almost passed out. I was like, oh God, if he's in with her, like I'm screwed. Like I'm done. But then he was just trying to calm her down and was like, let her go. Like, oh. And then he grabbed her by the arm and they walked away, and she's just yelling the whole way. And I like run in the venue. I'm so freaked out, like tears running down my face. And I had played at that venue at that point at least 10 times. It was one of the first venues I played in Nashville, so I know a lot of people there. I was like, oh my God, like whoever that girl was that just left, like she just grabbed me and like pulled out a bunch of my hair and like threatened me. And so they run out, she's gone. But they took me in like the employee area, and they were really, really nice. And they were like, dude, we know exactly who you're talking about, because we just kicked her out before you came in. Like you literally happened to just walk up when we kicked this girl out. Because apparently she was running around being like, it's my birthday, buy me a beer, and getting a little aggressive as the drinks were settling in. So if someone was like, oh, happy birthday, haha, but not buy or something, she was like, F you, and like screaming at people, and then started yelling at boys to kiss her, and they were like, no. She was like, rah! And so they threw her out, and it was right when I was just like, do, 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 do. But how the venue responded was fabulous. They pulled up the receipts. They knew who she was, so she wasn't going to come back. And I never saw her again. Like, if anything, she'd probably wake up the next day and be like, whoa. Or she probably didn't remember it. And I was fine. I was just really freaked out. And I had like a little tiny bald spot under here. But I have a lot of hair, so I just covered it. Elle and I would pull hairs and throw bows. You would just give bows to them to help them calm down and be like, okay, crazy, look at these shiny things, and then help me get out of there. How long ago this was like forever ago. I think I lived in Nashville. I would guess this was around maybe Yeah, 10 years ago, because that's when I started becoming friends with Creature Comfort. But yeah, I like never even gotten a chance to tell the guys in the band because I just wanted to meet them. And then I got asked to record on a single of theirs. And I was like, Jesse, just so you know, like, do you remember that a girl got kicked out that night? He was like, yeah. And then she attacked someone. I was like, that was me. And he like fell over. He couldn't believe it. So it's my silly, stupid little card I play sometimes with Creature Comfort, where if we're in the van together for like hours, I'll be like, hey, remember Jesse? When I got attacked at your guys' show before I even met you. But yeah, there was no harm done, really. Like, if anything, if it really was her birthday, honestly, that is really sad. So I hope the next birthday was better. But you still can't come back to that venue. Please don't. She's had 10 years to plan her revenge. Do you mean her or me? Don't scare me now. Well, what a heartwarming little story. Also, please don't like feel sorry for me from that. It's really not that big of a deal. Especially this much time later, I sincerely look back at it like, oh, haha, I remember that. For Miranda, didn't you ask for Eunice theme, or am I mixing you up with someone else? I think you said anything from 9 or 7, and then someone else asked for Eunice theme. Oh, that was you. Okay. Eunice decision or theme? Imagine she's in chat right now. I mean, that would be an example of something that was so long ago where, like, honestly, I would just accept the apology. She wasn't herself, you know? There was something else going on there, whether it's, you know, personal or just a lapse in judgment. I think I can let that one go. But if she asked me to get a beer with her, I'd be like, no. No. Ooh, is that a local cuisine of Rochester? I played in Rochester once, like forever ago. A garbage plate. I mean, I'm not afraid of it. What is it? We always try to get like something representative of the city whenever we travel, if we have the time and, you know, means to do that. Like we got Skyline in Cincinnati and like cheese curds in Wisconsin and lots of stuff like that. I'll look it up, yeah. You guys are going to get a live first impression of what I think a garbage plate from Rochester. What am I looking at here? It looks like a pasta salad with maybe some like sloppy joe and mustard. And then I don't know what that is. It looks almost like a ravioli. Mac salad. Okay, then I got some points, right? I got like at least, I got a passing grade. Right? Oh, I gotta get my iPad for that one, Moo. But I know I have it. I could probably even do it by ear. It's pretty repetitive. But let me get to our other priority requests before I forget. I got a B-. I'll take it. I've had plenty of B- in my day. And I could tell my parents were hoping maybe for a little better, but they were like, okay, that's fine. I'm like, thank you. Oh, before I start, the cover that I do for Eunice theme is done by a fabulous musician by the name of TPR. And he does these awesome piano arrangements, like full albums from a bunch of different games. So if you're a fan like game music like I am, and like a nice chill backdrop, I highly recommend. I particularly love the Animal Crossing one he did. It's really, really good. Feelings! Look at the journey! Thank you. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for 58 months. Zach, what's up? Philly TV too. Let me know if I can play something, Matt, for you. Also, Demux and Thundrillium. Hey, Carl, how are you? All right, let me try acoustic the ending, because that was a little pitchy. And Heather. so it's 3 steps up. That helps me know where to land. Let me try that again. That'll move on from the high notes, I promise, sorry. So this is 2 whole steps up, so I have to really reach. That helps. If you think sometimes if it's a half step or a whole step or whatever combination of those, it helps you kind of hear it. Major, minor. 2 whole steps above would be. Carl, thank you. That's always like, I will say, my favorite compliment of all time is when someone says, hey, like you've gotten better. Because as you know, like if you're trying to learn how to do something, it's so easy to lose track of your progress and as a result, not be as nice to yourself or optimistic about it. So thank you. I've been really working hard consistently at just taking this opportunity that I have here with Twitch and be like, okay, if I can commit my time now to just only getting better as a musician, how do I do that? So, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I did not expect me mentioning the tour to have like already the promise of getting to see you guys. Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm not doing that cursed Chicago drink again though. I want a nice one that makes me not feel bad. Well, it did make me feel bad, it just tasted bad. Fertino, welcome. Malort, I always forget the name of it. Sign up for notifications for my city so I'll get a ticket once they go live. Yeah, I admit I don't know the details as much, but I will let you know as soon as I do. Have you had Pequod's Pizza? So I'm guessing this is some sort of Chicago deep dish. Let me see if I recognize their logo. Yes, I've actually been to Chicago a fair amount of times. I love Chicago. I almost moved there, honestly, if I didn't pick Nashville. This looks familiar. I went here when I was in the band Roanoke, and we did, what are those things called? Is it like the secret shows? It's where they have like smaller acoustic bass things, or like, 2-people band show up. I remember we did one of those there, but we had 6 hours to kill, so we ate pizza. So we just devoured deep dishes and then like slept in the van until the show. And we're like, oh, okay, great. I've digested it. I'm ready to perform. Thank you. For Matt, I feel like I owe you from like forever ago Cantina Band. Do you want that? Or do you want to pick another song for your epic 81 months? I'm not a big pizza person, but I will always go there. If we have the band, whenever we can get food beforehand or anything like that, we'll do it. So maybe if the band and I have time before, or sure, at least I might be able to sneak away if it's not like too far from the venue. And I know everyone already knows this, like, of course, like if you do come to the show, like, and I can't get a ton of time to spend, like, I hope you understand, like, it's only because tour life is like really fast and you are talking to a ton of people at the same time. But every single time someone has come out, I will at least get like a good 15 minutes to like hang out, if not more. Like that Chicago show I did the last time, it was such a small crowd that it was like just me and like friends from Chicago on Twitch that showed up in the band. It was so fun. Yeah, so I'm going on a short tour with one of the bands I play with, Creature Comfort. And we're going to play a festival, but I guess it's a free festival, in Wisconsin, Appleton, Chicago, Rochester, New York, Cambridge, so like right outside of Boston, for those who are more familiar with that, New York, and Washington, D.C. And we're also going to play Cincinnati in August, I believe. Boston. Ramen Place is near the NYC venue. Oh, are you going to be in New York at that time, you think, Pencils? Or are you going to be in Canada? Got to see if Jules might go to the Cambridge show. Again, I want to make clear, too, that, like, please don't make your life schedule inconvenient to try and make this happen. Like, I'll probably travel with bands again in the future. But if it's, like, something that you want to do and it's not disrupting anything, of course, I would love to say hi. We'll see, I suppose. So we still have Torrigoth to do, and the Elder Scroll song from Mirando. Let me knock out Torrigoth, and then while I take my break, I can grab my iPad, which is, I believe, what I did my transcription on. Let's see here. Torrigoth is that binder. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, did I say your name, Mirando? I apologize. I meant to say, for Moo. Oh, Moo Mo. That might have been the mix-up. Very close. My brain's confused. For P. Silogy? That might just be Silogy. Silogy? Thanks for the follow. Also, Juno, hi. Are you doing Mild Music in Appleton? Yeah, for Juno, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's the Wisconsin one, right? Yes, that's the festival that we're playing. Wife asks where you got this jacket. This is, I believe, Anthropology. I got it used. Honestly, for people, solid advice, if you like a piece of clothing, you can just screen grab the picture and search the picture, and usually find one of 3 thrifted sites selling it. The main ones are Depop. I use Depop primarily. And it's just people selling their pre-owned clothes. Yes, I love Anthropology, but it's a little more pricey than what I feel really comfortable doing. So I just type Anthropology in the search bar of these, and then you'll see a bunch of people selling them like at least 50% off usually. You don't need to change your name, Moo. For Thundrillium, did I already thank you? I think I might have, just in case you get 2. Thank you for the resub for 58 months. So very many months, thank you. As well as, Gaia Vuma? Thank you very much, thank you. And for either of you, if I can play you priority requests, please let me know. I would love a Depop sponsor, but I think I'd have to open my own shop, and I already am having such a hard time remembering my own schedule and being on time, where I think I would fail miserably at that. Let me focus. I could do this. Remind me of that question, because I have 3 apps that I really like for L. Okay. Don't get too excited. I was looking over there. It's not kimchi. I just noticed it started raining here again. We've had a very rainy past 4 weeks, but I'm like all about it. Because Nashville summer heat, it's a trial, man. Especially as an incredibly pale Irish skin gal. I feel like I just burn so easily. For J1, welcome. I can't believe that already says 16 months. That's wild. And it's year 3 at that. Thank you so much. Thank you. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you. I went to Nashville in July and I don't know how y'all do it. Dude, Like the worst is one of my least favorite sensations in the world is when you go to sit down in a car that's been in the sun and it's really hot out and you're just waiting for the air conditioning. Oh, that's the worst. It makes me so angry. The apps I use, yes. So, as many people say, like, you know, teaming it with other apps is like ideal to help yourself remain well-rounded. So I started off, like many do, with Duolingo, which I do still go through. Some of the complaints that I've heard about it, I understand. Like, you learn the, like, three, I don't know the proper titles of everything, but you essentially learn the Japanese alphabet, you know, your hiragana, and you get started on the big process of learning kanji. And they phonetically spell it underneath the symbols. Some people feel that that's like too much hand holding, but I thought it was really helpful in the beginning and it was entertaining and a good way to get started. One app that I love so much, this is not sponsored, I ended up like doing the thing where you pay for the app full out because I wanted to unlock everything. They changed the icon. Sorry, one sec. Oh, after all this hype, if I can't find it, that would be so embarrassing. Basically, what you do in it is like, it's formed as an adventure. So like you can battle things like a card game, like almost Magic the Gathering. And you get to take care of a farm where you make these like llama creatures. And you can like the KO from Sonic, like alter like how they look, and it's fun. But you like learn Japanese while you do it. Oh, I'm driving myself crazy. Maybe I'll have to look on my break. Got it. It's called Lingo Legend. I'll type it in chat. There is a free version that's really good. I just really liked it, so I wanted to use it. But I love this one because it doesn't phonetically spell the alphabet as you learn it. So you actively kind of have to start learning how to read only using kanji and the hiragana and katakana. I might have said that last one wrong. Lingo Legend. Again, not sponsored, but that one's been my favorite. There's a bunch of kanji apps. I've been using Renshu because it was a free one and I thought it was fun. That one's simple, like you don't need the audio for, like you can just be bored on your phone and just start practicing your kanji. But those are the three that I primarily use. Let me see our priority list. I think I have a couple more. Yes, Moo's request and the Godfather theme. We can do that. But before I get into those, we're getting close to hour 30. So I need to take my first break. I typically take a few minutes at the top of each hour just to, you know, check in with myself. I have a bit of a hard cutoff today. I have a rehearsal. Let me check the text. I have a rehearsal for a gig. I got pooped on a lot today, says J1. That sounds pretty rough. I'm sorry. I agreed to do a gig next week where it's themed as like almost like a karaoke event, but we have all the people that are singing as the lead singers of the covers dress like them, and we're the backup band. So the song list is so fun. Like we have Dolly Parton coming, who's gonna dress all like her and be amazing, and each artist will have like a kind of cartoonish version of themselves playing. My rehearsal, they said I don't need to be there until 7:45, so I'm fine. I'll just make sure to leave enough time to run through the pieces and eat some dinner before I go. Silver. Silver's always so thoughtful. Throws $10 of water over J1 and scares all the words. Oh, it's birds. The birds are what I see. I took that in a different direction, so I'm glad that I clarified it. I'm not going to dress up as any of the singer. I'm not singing a song. I'm doing the strings for it. But I'll show you guys. I learned them this morning. One of which is a song that I think you'll know. And I've always wanted an excuse to learn this song because it's so freaking fun. And I think you'll recognize it from the riff. Let me open up my transcription. Because I haven't played through the whole thing yet. I just wrote out the music. But usually when I write things out, I remember them. It's like kind of how I learn music, if that makes sense. Okay. I'll have to do this a cappella to avoid DMCA stuff. But let me know if you recognize this pretty iconic string moment in song history. Also for, wow, chug slurping. Thank you very much for the follow. I'll do the break after this, yes. Okay, I haven't practiced this yet, so go easy on me. Do you recognize the mystery song? Okay, D major. Oh wait, D major. Yeah, it's Rasputin, and I'm so excited. I've always wanted to play this song. Let's see. I definitely wrote that wrong. I'll fix that later. It's so fun. I almost don't want to... Oh, I forgot the reverb. Sorry. I don't want to promise anything, but there has been like a part of my heart that's wanted to cover this song forever. Because it's so fun. It is so catchy. And even in the beginning, I feel like I could do those first two instruments, just doing the banjo and the mando. Because it's like da-da-dun, dun, da-da-da-da-dun. Do a bluegrass version of Rasputin. Oh yeah, I think that's it. It's done. No, that would be... Oh, the cable one. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. The banjo is an evolution of folk. The banjo, I remember being really surprised learning this growing up, but the banjo originates from Africa. And the way that it became such a heavy influence in folk was when a bunch of people were coming over to America, and a lot of people coming as immigrants were kind of forced into, kind of harsher places to live because it was just hard enough getting there to begin with. And Celtic music with the Celtic fiddle combined with the banjo is, well, at that time period, it would be coming over. like we're talking way back, then yes, that would be absolutely correct in pointing out. But yeah, the combo, I guess, in the Appalachians were what started folk music, which really was like a combination of a bunch of wonderful backgrounds and stories. And I feel like that's why it's kind of known as like the storytelling genre. I know I have to take my break. I know. I get excited talking about music, and if people have things that I can talk about with that, then I get really excited. But yes, I should take my first break. I'm gonna do that. And when I come back, we have Elder Scrolls and the Godfather theme, and then we'll go from there. For J1, please let me know if I can play something for you. Yes, I can talk about music after the break. I've been a bit of a chatty Cathy. I should focus. Got focus. But thanks y'all, and thanks to everyone who showed love to my first reel in TikTok in a while. I've made a schedule for myself where I'm putting myself accountable to do a new one of those every 2 weeks minimum, as well as just be more active in general. Oh, Casadora, you're amazing. You beat me to it. And if you haven't seen it, I did a arrangement of me performing live through the Polka Center. I made it a bluegrass version featuring the banjo and the guitar, washboard, and mando. So if you haven't seen that, if you click those links, you can check it out. And I appreciate those who gave it a like and helped people get to see it by doing so. So thank you. And I will be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much. I'm back. Let me turn this down a little. There we go. Okay, since Silver said I can talk about music, for Crip, you also asked or said something about like New Orleans. Let me see. Or maybe I just made that up. I think I just made it up. I'm sorry. I think maybe someone else said that they got back from New Orleans. Anyway, tying in with my love of banjo and old time, I also love some New Orleans like style jazz, like specifically the Creole French influence. It just brought together like this wonderful sense of the like bluesy percussiveness and including a lot of other instruments, primarily Creole accordion, and then the violin and the clarinet. And I like at some point want to focus, like I've done with learning Celtic fiddle and bluegrass, I want to do specifically Creole French New Orleans stuff because there is a lot of violin featured in it. And they have their own type of washboard. I looked it up on Break. What's it called? I can't speak French, but it says feutre, maybe. And that's essentially like, it looks like a washboard, but it's all metal. And there's a hole in the top and it goes over and it's just the grades. But it's fun. That concludes my excitement about talking about music. I was asked to do Elder Scrolls. It's kind of like a vest. It doesn't connect in the back. Like it's literally the metal that is curved over your shoulders. And then it's just a metal sheet in front. But if you search like a New Orleans washboard, it would probably come up. So I forgot to grab my iPad, but honestly, I feel like I can do this from memory. I just want to listen to it. And I might be able to do a loop of sorts. So for Moo, Nerevar Rising, that's it. Nerevar Rising. But yeah, when I was first considering the move that ultimately brought me to Nashville, I was checking out mainly Chicago, New Orleans, and Nashville. All right, let me listen for a second and remember this. I might make a loop, like I said. Let's see. Listen to see if there's anything else. I got it. So it's a... Okay. Let me see. If I was to figure out the chords to this, that was in E flat major. Well, I guess that could also be. C minor. C D. I think I got enough. I would like to go more of like a acoustic route to match the Elder Scroll vibe, like kind of witchery. So let me start on the guitar now that I kind of know where the chords are going, and let's see if I can just make something come together. I've never tried to loop this before. We're just messing around. Got a fresh bubbly. They were 3 for $12. I was thrilled. Also, Rob, welcome. How are you today? So the first chord I did was A flat. Or no, C minor. Okay, let's see. Dun dun dun. Oh, I could put the melody in there. I do a different chord before the F, so that would mean C minor. Da da da, da da. That would be. A flat major, that's what it is. Yeah, okay, so that would be. Dun, 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 do, 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 do. Very loopable, it's only those 4 chords. Now the question is how I want to make it though. Because I could either do like a then I talk out loud to figure out what I want to do. This song is known to start slow and it builds and becomes more powerful. So that means I want to save more rhythmic aspects like strumming to a later layer to add some energy to it and probably more percussion. For supercars, travel guitars, very satisfying to say. Greetings from Argentina. Hello, how are you? I wish I had a lute, maybe one day. So I think what I would like to start with the theme of building is like a strum for whole measures each of just the chords, and then try and play the melody on the guitar, and then have strings come in and mandolin with like a harmony to make it kind of bigger, and then a loopable finger picked like bass thumb moving thing, and then full strums, and we'll go from there. Yes. Okay. To get that started, I have an open, empty Ableton template. I do want percussion in this because it's so marchy, but again, I want to start simple. So what I'm going to do is first get a metronome marking. I am in 4/4. That's what I want for my time signature. Perfect. Let me switch to my headphone cue mix and set my metronome. Yeah, and this start there. You guys shouldn't hear a metronome, do you? Let me know if you do. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is in 3/4. Oopsie. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, let me change that. I also got to resize this window so I see you still. Perfect. Two, 3? So I feel like that's not something you see very often. Then you're saying that the main rhythm is a dotted quarter, and then you probably go for more of a swung 6/8, I would say. Cool. Raisin, it's good to see you. That might be kind of all it needs for the first layer, but I should preemptively, for when it builds, probably put a snare or two in there. I don't know if it fits the vibe, but I can't help myself. I'm obsessed with this lately. Brushes. If it was going for like a war vibe, it makes me almost want to do this side. Like, but then I would need like a, no, then I'd need to cover it with a fabric that I don't have right now. All right, it's fine. looser. Like a it's fine. This isn't really the vibe, but I just got this instrument and I want to use it more, and it's funny. It's really loud. So we'll go over here. Oh, make it all reverby. Maybe I'll change the pitch of it. Oh. I like that. All right, I'm ready. A little quieter though. Maybe delay? Too much delay. Okay. But I think I want to start here. Like, that's it. Maybe. But I'll make that like really quiet on this track. Right? Okay, I kind of want to start with just the guitar, which is over here. I might even try and do it completely acoustic in the beginning and like slow down the tempo. Let me see how that would be if it was like. Maybe add in a G for some dynamic tension. All right, let me turn off the metronome while I figure out where we're starting here. Higher position F. That'd be really up there. Okay, so if I'm. That sounds right. So that'd be cool to do like a. That's gonna get tricky, but okay, we're getting there. So, slow and low. The bar chord, holding that note's hard. Probably have to simplify this part or drop it an octave. So if the last chord I played was an F or A flat, I think I got it for the most part. Cool. If I just did the chords, I could do it first take probably, but I'm trying to challenge myself to get better at the guitar, so I'm trying to figure out how to do melody while I do the chords. But for today's sake, I'll do it separate for time, and then I can work on it at home. Let's see if I can get this. 2, 3. Or if I simplified the melody to go like a dun, dun. I'll just focus on these. The higher option, an A flat. So if I just put all my focus on that note, sliding into E flat, it would be. So practicing that, I just have to focus on doing this. Now add the slide in. Sense to have a bit of the rhythm kick in there to transport us to where it goes after. Okay, I think I have enough of a plan to try this. Thanks for being patient while I'm just figuring stuff out. It's hard for me to feel safe enough to try these, but I think it will make me better to just go for it. Slow tempo a little bit. I am living with impatience. Raisin, you've seen it. You know those who are like, I haven't had a free song in 2 seconds and I hate you. I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay. 2, 3. I started the rhythm too early and I did a wrong chord. But then we can start moving more quickly. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm getting in my head. I'm getting scared. Don't get scared. Okay. Pressed the wrong button. A guitar focus loop and not move on too far unless you guys want me to go farther down the road with it. I just want to get this melody. C set, you're starting on the minor third. Permission to add more instruments. I know this has been a slow build, but I'm having fun. Because this could be a vibe. Maybe tune it in a second. Banjos are so annoying to tune, man. That's the chords once I get it in tune. Let me get this bad boy in tune. One second. Cool. Let me just tune this up real quick. That's pretty wonky. Thanks, guys. Again, this style of streaming where like I sincerely take my time learning something without a pre-plan is still a format I'm extremely terrified of. I'm very receptive towards feedback of what you guys think would be best way to approach it. I won't spend too much longer on it. I just want a banjo part. For what it's worth, I do tune everything before I do every stream. But with a banjo, especially as I've been practicing it more lately and changing tunings, there's a lot of different banjo tunings. And when you mess around with it too much, then it will just start slipping and sliding everywhere. Night, Mario. Might be good enough for now. I'm doing one of those chords wrong. Let's figure out what that is. Thanks for the donut. Ah, so close. I should just do that instead. Because then I can just pop down there. Thanks for Anonymous for the dono. I really appreciate it. That's it. Got it. So what I want to do is like You didn't miss it, Celeste. Let's do a little... And then I just do some violin solos over this, but I think this is a nice start, and then I can build on it more maybe tomorrow. That is as far as my anxiety will allow me to go experiment with this today. But actually a pretty good start. I like the harmony in there with the mando. And then as I'm figuring out an arrangement of this, usually what I do is just introduce other instruments that are taking over the roles of other ones and then switching to give some more variety. So I like that beginning for where we're going. Thank you. And I'm realizing I am being kind of hard on myself because that really didn't take that long. I gotta keep fighting the fears to become a better form of me. Let me label this before I close out of it to have it as a reference. Oh. Wrong button. I know it's my stream and I can do what I want, but there is like also, sorry about that sudden reverb. I mean, there is still a certain, I feel like requirement that I should be meeting of just making the stream as watchable as it can be. And, you know, making sure that I'm doing as good as a job as I can when it comes to advertising myself to new people that might come in and show what I can do, and also entertaining people that want to come here to see that, you know? Or maybe I should throw all that to the wind, but as long as like Twitch is kind of a part of my income, I will admit that a certain degree of responsibility does have to be in place of like, am I making this worthy of subbing to? You know what I mean? Anyway. Let's sing happy birthday for Celeste, one of our dear friends of the channel for a very long time. I'm going to give you radio voice edition birthday wishes. Please put your favorite celebratory emotes or dancing or happy things in chat to make Celeste feel happy. This is a later date for her birthday. She came in when it was her birthday and I got distracted, but I just remembered. Yeah, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Celeste. 4217. Happy birthday to you. For Lake Francis, thank you. This guitar, funnily enough, it's really old. I got this when I was in middle school, and my dad saw that I found the guitar under his bed, and I took it out and was messing around with it until I figured out how to play the beginning of Time in a Bottle. And it was around Christmas time, and we were supposed to go buy the Christmas tree. And we stopped at a store that unfortunately doesn't exist anymore, but it was called Daddy's Junkie Music. And I was like, what are we doing? And he looked at me and he's like, we're buying you a guitar. Who's this guitar? We love this guitar. And it wasn't like, you know, even like, it's a very nice guitar, an extremely nice gift, especially for a beginner at that time, which was what I was. But it's not like a wildly expensive guitar, but since I have been playing it since 8th grade, I have had a lot of my guitar playing friends play it and be like, this guitar sounds amazing. And I'm like, I mean, it's had like 20 years plus of being opened up and having the wood kind of warm to the tone of the guitar, because all my friends at Berkeley played it and all of my songwriting friends in Nashville have played it. Oh, Celeste, I feel you, but as I know, I also needed to hear, is I've been getting older myself, like, it doesn't matter. You and how you feel is what matters. Like, I think that's one of the reasons I wasn't posting as much on the other platforms, was I was almost worried that people would be like, this girl's too old to be playing a bluegrass rendition of the Polka Center theme. But I don't care anymore. I want to do what makes me happy. For Haunted Draven, have a wonderful rest of your evening. I think Scotty also said they have to pop out. If I'm being completely transparent, actually, the talk I had on Monday where I was talking about content warning, bit of a downer, story that had come out this past weekend, hearing about Oliver Tree's way too sudden early passing, a like true artist, entertainer. I feel like that was a moment for me where I did sit down and be like, what I admired most about him was that he never compromised on what his artistic vision was, fearing about it being well received or like not commercial enough. And he did that till the very last day, and I wanted to be like that too. And I think a lot of the people who are a fan of his also feel that message. So now I'm pushing it on you as well. If you have kind of fear being a main thing holding you back, or have people thinking that you might be weird for an interest of yours or something, just follow what your inner voice wants you to do. And mine really wants to keep playing video game music and making them in bluegrass renditions and wear cosplay and doing all the things that make me happy. So I'm gonna take that lesson and apply it. Godfather theme, this is long overdue. My apologies. I got lost in the sauce of Elder Scrolls. Within reason, listen to your inner voice, unless it's saying something that's like a little criminal or anything like that, then you might not want to listen to that. For my rendition of the Godfather theme that I most enjoy playing over, it's by a fabulous player by the name of Nino Rota. So if you enjoy, I hope that you check them out. Ah, that's where it was. Okay, now we're ready. Sorry, I messed up again. I wasn't paying attention. Let me just try that from the top. My apologies, y'all. Let's see. I got it now. Okay. That felt really good. I haven't played that one for a while. Is there anything in the Final Fantasy binder I want to play while I'm here? I checked that one in the back. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I did a full transcription of Tifa's theme because Dan was super generous last stream, and I wanted to thank him because I know that one's one of his favorites. So I essentially listened to it and I just wrote out all the parts I could hear and divided them into 4 to be kind of like a quartet. I don't know if I'd perform it as a quartet or I might turn it into other sort of loops. But I want to start by at least checking the violin 2 part that I made and maybe do like a duet violin only recording of it and then go from there. Since we're about to hit 2.5 hours, I am getting close to needing that second break because I do have a rehearsal tonight. I might wrap things up after Tifa's to make sure I have enough time to run that material. I appreciate you guys. I'll admit my focus, I think, was a bit tired out this morning. I learned the material for rehearsal tonight. And then tomorrow I have a gig with another artist, so I need to prepare that as well. So I'll admit I do feel like a little bit of brain fatigued, but taking off Thursday stream did help me quite a bit with that. So I think with that being said, I'm going to close our priority requests for today. Where did I put that? If I lost that full transcription, that would have been devastating. Here it is, thank goodness. Cool. So when I get back, I'll show you the arrangement that I'm working on. And I'm eventually going to turn it into a larger arrangement. But I'm going to start small and go for a duet and build on it from there. Basically kind of how I was telling you guys, I want to work more on doing like the TikToks and the Reels, like the one I released this week, doing the Bluegrass Polka Center. I'm realizing that there's another opportunity if I structure this into my schedule, because every time I do a short or a reel, which is 45 seconds, that feels like a lower cost of recording pressure I put on myself. And then when I do it, I already have a minute of a full arrangement ready to go. So I think if I prioritize continuing doing these short recordings and then from that make a full YouTube produced video vibe from it, that could be a really good pacing to help me get more consistent, which is something that's really important to me this year. So essentially I'm just kind of doing a whole lot of like strategizing as of late to try and figure things out to be the most productive they can be. Shrinky, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. But before I get into Tifa's theme, I'm going to take my second break. And when I get back, I will show you what I've been working on with that. And I don't know if anyone has some ideas with what direction they think would be cool as I eventually turn this into some 45-second real TikTok spiel. Thank you very much for those who are enjoying the stream. If you're new to the channel enjoying it, I hope you consider following, coming back sometime. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I add new things to the stream every week. And I really appreciate you guys just so very much. Thank you. And I did do that Bluegrass Polka Center one. You can see it on any of the socials that I put in chat there. Mean a lot if you check them out. And with that, I will be back in a few minutes. And thank you. Okay, I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, I am back. So let me show you what I was doing yesterday. Let's see, screen capture, window capture, Sibelius. Here it is. So basically, with the new schedule that I wrote out for myself to be the most productive I can be, is I do a lot of these full transcriptions of pieces where I listen through them and I write out absolutely every single note that I can hear and divide it somehow into usually 4 parts, like replicating something close to a quartet. No, I'm always very careful, I promise, Raisin, yes, that is, especially knowing me, a liability. Thank goodness they have only window capture. I would never do desktop. Even though I don't have anything sketchy, maybe some embarrassing screenshots of like jokes I thought were funny or something. So what I can do is I can show you the MIDI, how it sounds. So that's like the electronic instruments. And this is what I put together based off of Tifa's theme. Let's see. It's cracking. What if I do this? Maybe I won't show the MIDI. I think it has something to do with the congregate interface that I put together. So I guess instead of showing you the audio, these are all the notes that I could hear. And I was like, oh, that could be nice to put together in a certain way. So what I would like to do first, I'm going to try playing what I wrote for Violin 2 and put together maybe a string-only duet of it. So let's check it out. Do you guys want me to keep it on screen? Let me know. Tifa theme. Okay. You got it. Thank you for the feedback. It does help me kind of figure out the proper flow as I try these new things. So I'm going to play along to the original. I based this off the remix rendition because it's so gorgeous. And what I'm going to do is... Okay, we got the audio. I have to stretch out my screen. My playing will be interrupted as I just switch through pages, but I'll try and make it clean. I hit the bells. Accidental bell kick. I'm going to try and make a loop using this information to help me get a little more screen space. I am going to take this off the screen, but I know some of you like to kind of see the process of how these come together. So again, I listened to it and I wrote out as many of the things I could and stacked them in a sense that I thought would make sense per part. And I'm going to try and make something of this. So let me take that off the screen. Ooh, how am I gonna do this without... I think there's a way to do what I'm trying to. Let me just do a quick Google search. Sibelius, how separate each part own page. Thank you, Scotty. For Sibelius specifically. Navigate to the Parts tab on the top ribbon. Let's see. Parts. Open parts. Let me read the rest of this description, make sure I'm not messing it up. Click the Parts button or the plus icon to open the Parts panel. Click New Part Viewing. That's what I want. Click the name of the generated part in the right hand of the Parts panel. Let's try that. Ah. I think that did what I want. Let me test it. Oh, that just gave me part one. Ah. I'm really close to fixing this. Then we can give it a go, y'all. My apologies. I'm just kind of learning on the spot. The key, hotkey W. Oh, yep, that worked. So now I just highlight part two. Part. Got it. Nice. Learned something new. I guess I should start by doing the main melody of the piece, and then I'm going to try our duet line. Cool. Strategy is set. Now, let me save our Elder Scrolls friend before I delete it. I did save the file, so don't worry, but this is our old friend that we're going to say bye-bye to for now and try Tifa's theme. That would be fun to revisit and add some more to for tomorrow, maybe. Okay, so if I'm doing strings, let's see. Setting a tempo for an all strings arrangement. It's in 4/4. And then I make the tempo faster so I can hear it better. So for Tifa's theme, switching back to 4/4. Dun 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 dun. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now I just need to arm all my violin tracks. Switch to foot pedals. And let's try this. I'm going to start with the main melody first. little fast. Let's slow down barely. I can use all of that. I'm just trying to cut out the do do do. Yes, that's a pickup note. So I gotta cut that out to make the loop work. That should be it. Okay, now we can try the harmony. It's hard turning the pages sometimes. I'm just gonna do this using my full arrangement and miss some parts based on turning pages. Thanks for the follow. That's what the mistake was, but it's fine. Let me try one more part with it. Okay. For a first try, I'm pretty happy with that. And I've achieved my goal of not letting my fear of trying things live and having a lot of mistakes happen just happen. I was actually going to make that one. Oh my gosh! Tester donations are closed, which means this money is completely useless for quests, redemptions, or influence of any kind. So unfortunately, you're just going to have to sit there and accept it as an act of kindness. Thank you so much, you guys. War Heart Arts over on YouTube, welcome as well. I am quite excited. I have a folder of like at least 10 fully done transcriptions like this. And I've been wanting to make only string loops out of them, but I've been scared. And I'm trying to not let my fear hold me back as much anymore. So I'm gonna tighten this up and make it an official... Yes, I do it by... So I listen to them, and then I write out every note that I hear. So here's my transcription program. But I listen, and I try to just... Oh my god, a new sub! Thank you! Oh, I'm feeling very supported. Thank you! But yeah, like I listen to the soundtracks, and I, again, write out everything I hear and try to figure out how to divide it between 4 different parts. I have a full transcription of Calm Before the Storm from Final Fantasy X. I have Phoenix Wright's Turnabout Sisters. I have a Nier one that I've been really wanting to do. I did a full transcription of Popola. Oh, this is where they put the parts. Oh, that's so convenient for the future. I figured out how to take each individual line and just click and have it show. Oh, this is great. Okay. Thank you everyone so much for sticking with me on the longer builds when I get a bit more experimental. But I'm learning a lot of ways to make this a quicker thing in the future. And I'm feeling really motivated. I'm feeling really excited. And the response from my Pokemon Bluegrass reel has got me really motivated, no pun intended there, to try and make one every 2 weeks and eventually get to once a week. Like, this would be a great one to just pop up there. So I feel like I have a really strong direction, and all these templates give me a set project and tempo to then transfer as recordings to eventually release on the full video game album. So that is my battle plan as of late. I've been working really hard this year to, again, just try and figure out how to get all my goals done. There's so much that I want to do, and it's been hard for me to try and figure out how to divide that time without burning myself out, because that's kind of historically just what I do. But I feel really good about this, you guys, and the extra time you give me by allowing me to be more experimental on stream, now I know what I want to do when I sit down to record next time. So I feel good about where this is going, and I'm excited to make it all just a quicker and better produced and better experience for everybody. So thank you so much. I would love to keep going, but I actually have a rehearsal tonight. I'm playing a gig next week, and I have a gig tomorrow with a different artist that I have to learn the songs for as well. I do still want to go live tomorrow. I might be a little bit shorter just because, again, I'm trying to be more mindful about not burning out and things like that. But I really do feel like this has been a strong growth month on my personal journey, and your guys' support in that has really made it possible. I can't play along to the track for DMCA reasons, but I don't know if you heard this earlier, Pencils. For the gig I'm doing next week, it's like a cover gig where the lead singer dresses up like the artist they're singing for. So we have a lineup of singers, we're the backup band. And I can't believe what I was asked to play is it's so fun. You'll recognize it, ready? So before stream, I learned this. I still have to practice it before tonight, but you'll recognize the part that's like, let's see. Okay, D major now, or B minor. That's so fun. Like, I am so unbelievably stoked. I might have to make a string arrangement of this because I've always wanted to learn how to play Rasputin, but I was like, oh, but I love the original so much, and if I just try and make a loop of it, it will be like a worse version. But I think if I, again, reimagine it in a way that's totally different from the original and try and make it like a pretty, like quartet, more of that, and then add the dance groove under it, maybe. Oh, my brain is macaroni and cheese, golly. I learned that in 3 other this morning before stream. Radio voice on that could be really cool. So I definitely need to, I think, stop it here for today. My rehearsal's in just over an hour, so that leaves me enough time for dinner and running through these and heading on over. You guys, thank you so much. I'm so excited for this new route we're going. And I think getting a little bit of rest this weekend is going to help me feel rejuvenated for next week. But if you enjoyed the stream, I do hope you consider following and coming back sometime. I will be live tomorrow at noon. Again, I might be... Uh-oh. Hey, Kim. You want to say hi to everybody while I wrap up? Hi. Okay, he's still stretching a little bit. My cat Kimchi has entered the room. Since learning Rasputin, whenever I see him, I'm like, Kim Bim Kimberly, I love him and he loves me. He is the best cat all around. Kim Bim Bimberly, I love him and he loves me. Good boy. But yes, with that in town, I'm reading chat. Oh no, I hope I didn't fry my brain before this rehearsal. Ooh. Okay, you'll be fine. Just have some tea and drink and have dinner. Okay, I am going to find us someone to raid. If you want to check out my most recent performance, I did a performance reel on Instagram and TikTok of me doing the Polka Center Bluegrass style featuring clawhammer banjo. At some point, I'm going to make some recording of this Tifus theme. I just don't know where we're going to go with it yet, but maybe your guys' input can help me put it together. And as for a raid, let's go over and say hello to... You know, I'm going to rate someone different for today than I usually would. Yes, I read this streamer's articles and things a lot, and they're really helpful about helping to share information for those who want to be streamers. Zach Busey. Very passionate about helping get that information out there. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to heat up some food and practice the runs of Rasputin and Gimme, Gimme, Gimme a Man After Midnight and the third song that I can't remember offhand. Funky Town. And then do those. Okay, guys. Love y'all. Bye-bye.